Greetings, guys. So it's Fancy, and we are live for another CEO Chatter Live today. And today's guest is going to be Paris, who is the CEO of Rich Glam Hair and the Rich Girl Formula. So I'm gonna bring her in once she comes on. Hi, the mommy dietitian, Reno, DC 31. Black Bunny, thank you all for joining in. So she and I are going to be discussing how to get our products on store shelves, because that is something that she helps her clients with, as well as what I was going to say, the formula for success, because apparently she knows some of the formula, or if not all, the formula for success. And so she's going to be sharing some of that with us. As soon as she comes on, I'll go ahead and bring her in the meantime, I want to let you guys know that our second chances issue is available for purchase via our website. And this issue features Sunshine Smith Williams as our cover story, who is a wealth educator. Hi, Sky Arts One. And basically she tells her story about her time being in jail and then in prison. And then we also discuss second chances from other aspects as well. And Neffy is in this issue too. So she's talking about her organization Suffering in Silence and the movement that she's trying to create with that. It's kind of Tara Fontenot is our inside cover story. And then we have Lorinda of Heal the City on the back cover. So these are some women that you should definitely get to know that are doing great things. I just want to take a minute and kind of show y'all some of the inside. Here's the theories and thoughts ad. It just so happened to land on it. That wasn't what I was trying to show y'all. We discussed breast cancer. So we discussed a series. We discussed a lot of different things, but we always kind of have one central thing that we'll go back to. But then we also have content that, pertains to other things as well. So it's a good mix. And I'm very proud of how my team put that issue together. So Paris, I see that you're on. Let me, it's not giving me an option to bring you in. Yeah, I just did it there. I think I just did it there. So I just sent over the invite, and she should be coming in just a minute. But the issues are $10 on our website plus shipping. And I was trying to think if there was anything else we have going on in the meantime while she's coming in. Oh, we do have our Bosses Link Up virtual networking experience, which is taking place on November the 3rd. So those tickets are on Eventbrite. Hey.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm good.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead on and get started then. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. So Paris, I always ask our guests to share who they are, because of course they do their best, but also tell us what's your swagger. What makes Paris Paris.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Paris. I'm the owner of Rich Girl Formula. I teach basically service-based business, product-based businesses, influencers, brand ambassadors, etc., how to actually monetize their platforms, monetize ultimately what it is that they love to do. I am from New Jersey. I'm currently in Houston. I've been in Houston for the last 3 years. And the question was what makes me me?
Yeah.
I think honestly being very transparent, being exactly who I am, not feeling that I need to alter it based off of what setting I'm in, whether it's a business setting or a personal setting, just truly being exactly who I am. It has definitely made me grow as a brand of myself, and then allow my brand to grow and attract a lot more people who can resonate with my actual personality and who I am as a person.
And I think that is so important. I know, we oftentimes talk about authenticity in business, but I know that's not the easiest thing for everyone. A lot of people oftentimes are like, oh, I'm oversharing, or they don't deserve to know all that. But I find that being authentic works better as well. So I agree with you there. And I think that's a great description of yourself. So you started out with Rich Glam Hair, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Then being, I guess, do you identify as a business coach? Is that more so how you would describe?
Yes. It's a lot of my rich girls is on here. Hey, rich girls. I hate sometimes I kind of fight with the brand coach or business coach, because some ways that some business coach runs their business or run how they coach, I don't really resonate with. So I don't want to sometimes get in the mixed up in the sense of what you've got from one coach you'll get from me, because that will not be it. But I guess if I have to label in a sense, it will be like a brand strategist, a business coach. Those of that sort will be some of those type of services that I will provide and how I can assist my brands of that sort. But I feel like sometimes feel like I don't want to be boxed in with them, because I feel like it's just different. Like the Rich Girls are literally a community. I cater to them even outside of just business aspect. Like some of them, like we literally talk like when we talk about business, it's okay, what do you need in your personal life? How we can fix it in business to help that. Like it kind of goes so much deeper where it almost builds like a bond. Some of these businesses that I've worked with for the last 3-4 years, like they like family now, you know what I mean? Like I know when their kid's birthday coming up, look, I got to do a sale for this because I need the money. Like it has attracted in that sense, and it's built such an amazing community. It may go so much further, I think, but about allowing myself to be transparent with them, allowing them to actually resonate with the same things that they go through. I experience them too, and I think sometimes that get lost in social media, you know, because people spotlight the good things, they highlights, and don't want to ever talk about when they didn't have money or the build up to get where they are. And it allows me to resonate with them so much more, because some of the things that they say they're going through now, I'm like, I did that. I've been there. I've got through this. So my opinion on what you should do in business is organic. It's not something that I read somewhere. It's not something that somebody told me. It's organic. I've been through it. I understood this place of business, or this moment is going to happen in business because I've done it. I got through it, and I'm able to help you and assist you not to make the wrong turn that I've done.
Right. And I noticed that you didn't label yourself as a coach, even in when I was looking over your bio. So that's why I was a little skeptical about like wording it that way. And I'm glad that you explained that, because I understand what you're saying. I can totally relate to that. So, but you started out selling hair, and then
Yes.
you, I guess you say, transitioned into being a brand strategist. What was that transition like for you?
The transition was good. It was very easy because going back to it being organic, you know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
started with a product-based business, with straight business. I didn't jump out the window with saying, let me help you scale your business, because how? Did you scale a business? You know what I mean? So how can you teach somebody it? Just like even when we go to college for business, and we're learning from somebody who doesn't run a business. They're just reading a book like we are. You know what I mean? So
Right.
some of those things I like people to take into consideration. Some lessons are literally only taught organically. It can't be taught out of a book, etc. So the transition was easy because it was genuine, it was real, and I was able to really help them on an organic base. All of my businesses, I'm really grateful for the fact that I could walk you through real life stuff. Like, this is going to happen in business. You're going to experience a drought during these months. This is going to be a peak for you, like just all based off of the industry. So it was really easy for it. I think one of the biggest things with it is the trust factor, allowing people to trust that you do know what you're talking about, allowing people to understand that you are genuinely there to help and not just for the money of it. And allowing me being transparent has allowed my business to that comfortable space to be able to say, okay, what is it going to cost me, or what do I need to do, whether it's time, whether it's money, whether it's the energy, whatever it is, because they really trust who I am and what I've built for myself and what I'm willing and wanting to build for them as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. And I like the fact that you started out actually having a product, like you said, and then you scaled yourself first, so you can really tell people what to expect, as opposed to, as you mentioned, those who might just be reading books and then just going off of that. I mean, you were talking about teachers when in that instance, but I still think a lot of times people may be doing that same thing. You know, they don't have the actual hands-on experience, and that is so important. So you've actually been able, with some of your clients, you've actually been able to help them secure retail placement. Like, how were you able to do this? And did you also do it for your hairline?
So I actually supply my own shelf more so. I own a full hair salon, so my bundles, etc., right out of my own salon. So it's all based off of what your product is and the demand of it in a big box store. But one of the main things that we do is make sure that you prepare for it. Some people, we are selling products that will only be, it can only be go to an e-commerce platform because some of my brands don't know what it costs per point to put an amount inside a bottle, what goes into labeling, what the shelf life is for this particular product. So these are some of the things that we go over and allow you to understand and know that you're going to need this information to even start to process to be on a big box store. Right. Because we like, yeah, I sell a product that's moving, I'm moving 100 units a day. I could go in a big box. Okay, well, when we start breaking down how much percentage has to go to this business, how much percentage you keep in, and then how much is going into the actual inventory and product being made or brought, and they're like, oh, I don't know all of that. So those are some of the things that we go over and prepare them for before I shift them over to someone else that's actually able to go into getting it on the shelf, even down to like pitch decks. Some of my brands don't know what a pitch deck is or why do you need one? Why does this store need you inside of their shelf or on their shelf? Okay, your pitch in the deck is literally breaks it down for them. Statistics, how many units are you moving? So why does their target market and audience fit into what your product is offering that people are going to want to come to their store and buy your product? So these are some of the things that we go into and understand what's necessary to get on a big box shelf. It's a business that I was just going over with my brands. It's two sisters, and they actually just got their cosmetic brand into Bloomingdale's. And I actually read a lot, did a lot of market research on the actual brand after to understand their process. But this is organic information, and I'm able, in real life information, that I'm able to bring to my brands so that they understand. And again, making those turns and doing that research for them so that they can actually understand what needs to go into it. I have a hair tip. She might be on here. She's actually on Walmart.com now. We just did her pitch deck to actually get her into Sephora and understanding why Sephora's target market will be good based off of what she provides. And this is literally what we do. Sit down with what it is that you want to do, where it is that you want to go, and create a pitch deck necessary to start that process to get on a shelf.
Yeah, and I saw Hair Tip was on here a minute ago.
Okay.
I did see her too. So that's really cool. And you kind of answered one of my questions because I was going to ask, like, what are some things that businesses need to be mindful of when preparing to pursue retail placement or being on an actual shelf. So you answered that, but what are some things that we might need to be mindful of, like as far as because I know what I'm trying to get is I know that oftentimes, like you said, we might think that we're ready, but we may not have everything. There might be red flags that maybe this is the best partnership or you're not in a predicament for that just yet. So what are some things like that they should be mindful of?
So one, every brand that's opening shelves for businesses is not, your business is not fit for every brand. Right. So you want to always make sure you do the market research on what that brand audience is, because you may get on a shelf and don't move anything and you feel like, okay, this store is not doing well, when no, actually your brand was not a good fit for this particular business. Sometimes we get really excited off just the thought of saying, okay, I'm gonna be in Sephora or I'm gonna be in Walmart. But if that's not a good fit for you, then we gotta go with something else that makes sense on your platform. If they have an extreme, really good beauty industry and their products are moving bomb, okay, then that might not be fit for you because that might not be what they need. But if you have a food and beverage and they have only 3 options of an orange juice and yours makes that 4th, it's going to stand out compared to we putting it in the middle of 20. You get what I'm saying? Right. Also, the demand of what your customers feel is, if you're only on e-commerce, they have to wait and get your product shipped to them. If they're moving like that, so if you running subscription boxes, things of that sort, where they're on it to be able to walk inside and pick it in the store is a luxury for them. They're going to go ahead and do that. You get what I'm saying? Now you may see it drop in your subscription boxes because now it's an on-hand product. They could walk into a store. If you are, and I always say, start with smaller stores. Don't think that you have to jump out the window to big box stores. Start with local stores, maybe not right in your city, but in another state. Okay, this is a demand. You see a beauty supply store. Don't think that you have to get in Sally's. We have a lot of local beauty supply stores. Ask them how much is what it costs to get on your shelf monthly, or they want a percentage. See how the product moves there. Like sometimes we have to remember that we have to build before we scale. In a lot of businesses, we get in, we see a couple our revenue coming in, and we just start trying to scale when we have to. It's still levels. It's levels to it. So those are some of the things that we go through. That would be like a lot of brands I do my pick my brain service, and we literally sit and they ask, like just like how we doing, ask questions about, okay, what do I need to get on a big box store, or what's the preparation? Sometimes we try to skip over the prep part, but that's what's going to get you on a shelf. Because let's just say Sephora come with, okay, in the next 2 weeks we need all of the pitch decks in. If you've never created a pitch deck, you've never done market research on your brand, you don't know what the statistics are, you don't know how many people are using this product daily, or how many people suffer from this disease or whatever it is that your product solves or caters to, you're not going to be able to have that pitch deck ready. Right. Also, even wording, like you can't say that I'll just use COVID because we in it. You can't say that your product kills COVID. Now you can say it assist with the symptoms that you may have. So even all the way down to that, we discuss things of that sort, like making sure that you know what your wording is correctly too, because now you're in a legal base, right? You can't, you even creating a barcode, you need a barcode that's made. Like, so these is a lot of things that go into process leading up to getting on a big box store. And sometimes when people hear all that, they get a little scared and they get nervous in the sense of, I stay with my e-commerce, but it's all what you want out of business. You have to genuinely want it and understand what goes into it. You know, every level is going to unlock a different portion of you, your time, your energy, your money. And unless you're ready to really do it, then you might be at the e-commerce store, but to see yourself on a shelf is bomb. But you're going to work to get there. But once you get there, you're going to be grateful of all the energy that you put into to be there.
Wow, that's a lot to
take in.
That's a lot, you know, but it makes sense. And just so much, you dropped so many nuggets there. Just as far as like not only what to possibly avoid, but also like how to prepare. Again, you dropped some more nuggets on that. So you definitely seem, you know, knowledgeable. I do believe that you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah, look, thank you. See, look, the trust factor is there. My rich girls is on here. They know. I always tell, make sure people like, know you, and trust you. That is extremely important. So look, y'all, she trusts me already. But yes, no, thank you. I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that.
So like, what type of brands do you normally work with? I know you've kind of mentioned some beauty and hair, sounds like it so far, but any other type of brands?
Yeah, so beauty industry, so hair, skincare, boutiques, of course. I'm trying to think of some other, like even bundle hair, not just like hair products. So hair products as well as actual like bundles, weaves, wigs, etc. That is ultimately my first brand as well. I've worked with actually like security companies if they provide a service, or the service or the actual product. So some of them sell like actual guns and things the gun products, and then also the services of sense of like if they teaching combative, like helping you if you're a woman and you want to know how to protect yourself outside at night, things like that. I've worked with candle companies, we've worked with baking companies, travel agents where she provide services for full trips, like young professionals, gather them all together to prep of doing so. Photographers, pretty much like anything. Is no limit to more so what the industry I'm able to help you in. Actual influencers. One of my influencers just actually signed a $30,000 deal for Q1, and just all of us preparing her what she needs to look like, what her business needs to be. Literally all of the actual attorneys who she provides full-blown big box store the prep of it. So she's attorney, but so she kind of do the lawyer aspect of it, but she send them through me to literally on how they prep for their branding, their marketing. So that's a film-based business. One of her brands just got a patent for a surgery-based business. So I literally work with a lot of different, I don't kind of like box it in off the industry. Just if you provide a product, a service, you're a brand ambassador or influencer, I'm able to service you.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. You kind of
I got you. I did it. No,
so yeah,
I understand definitely.
so what would you say that as far as, I know that of course you've probably had several obstacles in the past, just because you sound like you've been you're experienced, you know. But what would you say has been your biggest challenge for you personally in business, and how did you overcome it?
I think for my biggest part was probably, and why I push it so much, is the like, know, and trust factor, because, and also why I'm super transparent, because I think one of those things that I kind of wanted to do was like what you said, some business, like, I don't want to give too much. I don't want people to know too much. I want to keep it businessy, but it allows people to interact with me and know more about me to feel comfortable with booking me for whatever it is. And once I kind of, and it was really hard for me to kind of break that, because with social media, you feel like, I don't want them to know too much, and I'm supposed to be businessy. I want to stick businessy, but allowing people to see my personality and who I am was how I kind of overcame that. And it actually made me resonate with a lot more of my businesses, and it made me much easier for me to help them, because they told me more, because they was more comfortable with me. Some of them would get on there and just be like, hi, hey, but some I get on there like, look, I don't know what I'm doing. This is this. But I noticed I got that side of them once they felt comfortable with me. And that was once I gave up the kind of like shield part of not allowing them to know too much or not really know me outside of Rich Girl Formula or Rich Glam Hair. And that was one of the things that was it. And I learned that once I opened my hair salon, and I kind of came in contact with a lot more people, because I sold my hair first solely on e-commerce. And then once I opened the hair salon, now I was actually coming in contact with these people as well as my stylists and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? These people actually like me the more I kind of open up. We know how hair salon is. Before you know it, you sitting there gossiping. And I was like, it learned and made people be like, I want to hear more about what you do. And I literally took that and scale my business more just from opening up a hair salon, and realized that people was more interactive with me once I made them feel like I'm one of you. And I think that gets lost in social media too, where it's like, okay, you're here and I'm here and I don't know how to interact. And I'm like, we all on the same level. Even who I work with, she'll tell you all the time, like, oh, I work for Paris. And I'm like, no, we work together. Like, it ain't here and there. Like, nah, listen, your struggles is my struggles. Like, it's not that. And it makes a much better workspace for us, and a much more interactive and better place for my brands when we we sit down and talk to.
Right. So who is Paris outside of business then?
I'm a mom of one. I'm really fun. I'm a Sagittarius. I really enjoy, they always tell my girls, I'm outside. Y'all know Paris be outside. But that's who I am. I'm really fun. My friends tell me I should be a comedian, y'all. I enjoy having a lot of fun. I enjoy my social life. Balancing it can get a lot with business, and some brands I was like on demand type of, I sent an email, could you look it over? It's still being a significant other and a mom, and I balance three different states. We have a place in Jersey, a place in Houston, like, so even the traveling back and forth. But my son, he has been kind of accustomed to this since he was like 2 or 3, and he adjusts to it so well. Like, oh, we doing Christmas in Houston. Oh, I'm going to Jersey for school. Like, it's just so good. And I know for some parents that can be hard, but my lifestyle is a little bit different, and my son takes to it so well. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm leaving my baby. Like, he knows, like, oh, mommy going, here, we'll be back. Or even the same thing with his dad. Like, he has to go back and forth to DC. It's a club there. Like, it's a lot. So, but he is really good. I'm like, you want to live the life you want to live? Mommy got to go. I'll be back though. But it's really good though. That's me. That's who I am. And I'm grateful that it's been how it's been, because it could be a struggle, but it's sacrifices in business that I'm willing to take. I know I don't live a regular go to work, come home, cook dinner, and that's just not my American dream for me or my family. And it worked out fine, but that's who I am. I go out a lot. And I always say my personal page is my personal page, but a lot of people like me from my personal page. Like, they like to see that side of me. It's like, you might get a little twerk today, and then the next morning I'm gonna be like, why you ain't up doing work? Like, cause you really get me as who I am all together. The business side, the personal side, the mom side, the family side, the friend side. I allow that to be that. And like I said, it has built my business on such an organic, transparent platform. And I love it. I actually really love that I decided to give everybody Paris, like the full me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beneficial.
That sounds so much, to me, that sounds so much easier, you know, when you full self, as opposed to trying to compartmentalize, you know, and chop yourself into bits and pieces for this group and that group. So I like that you're able to do that. And also, I always try to ask, like, how do you balance? But it sounds like you kind of have a good sense of harmony thing going on there, though you still have to adapt and, you know, maybe possibly go through frequent changes, but you're doing good with
and
doing
incorporating them too. Incorporating my my friends and family with what I do. Like, I just gave a really, really big brunch in Houston. I had, you know, my son was there, my boyfriend was there. Like, everything was as it was. Like, it wasn't like, okay, this is this and then this is this. Like, they seen me build my brand up from nothing, being broke, to, oh my God, you just put out a book, like, and this is your book release. Like, that was major to see for my child. Like, he was holding, he like, Mom, I'm like, yeah, my book is on Amazon. He tell you, and he's all he hears business. He like, that's a big platform, and he only 6, but incorporating him with that is major. Even now to shipping my books, like, I'm signing a book and he put it in a package and close it. Like, I don't make him feel like this is not something that he a part of. So he understands work. He know what I do. Like, he see my book. He knows it, and it's really, really a good thing. I think that's the biggest thing too. Incorporate them. Like, don't feel like you have to keep business separate from family, because then it's like that family time is actually, you killing 2 birds in 1 stone. Look, we doing family time and I'm getting work done too. So that was another thing that helped it a lot too. I don't separate the two. I incorporate them with everything that what I do. I'm planning our Atlanta brunch, and it's like, I'm calling him like, okay, this happened, that happened. It's not keeping it separate, and that helped a lot as well.
Yeah. So do you have any other, well, you just mentioned the brunch that you're planning, but do you have any other projects or events that you're working on that you care to share?
Yeah, so Atlanta brunch, we are doing a 2-day event in Atlanta. It's actually Martin Luther King Day weekend, so that 15th and 16th, no work on Monday. So it's going to be a really fun weekend. We calling it our Rich Girl Weekend. A little bit different from my Houston one, because we only did a 1-day event, but this one is a 2-day event. I want it to be like a full thing. So I'm really excited about that. And then our Rich Girl University is now taking enrollments. We're just closing out our first university class. So I'm actually was just putting together the graduation gifts, because y'all do get graduation gifts, and it's some of them on here, so I ain't gonna tell y'all what the gifts are, but they're really nice, really, really nice gifts. I'm super excited for them. I'm proud of them. The course was amazing. You know, just how far they're able to take the information and go long term, not just during those classes. So that's the main thing now. Our next university is ready for enrollment. We take all payment options, so you can make your 4 easy payments, just like Klarna Afterpay. I know we love those. So you are able to pay just like that in your 4 payments. And then that's pretty much what we have going on right this minute. Our university and our Atlanta brunch. Those are like our 2 main things that the rich girls are ready for, they're excited about, and I am too.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know if you have, I don't know how much you gave before I got on, but of course my Rich Girl Formula book is available on my website at therichgirlformula.com, as well as on my website. And I'll show you guys the book as well. This is my book. Very much, right? My personality is full blown shown. But yes, this is my book. So again, it's available on Amazon, and then it's also available on my website at therichgirlformula.com. On Amazon, if you type in the Rich Girl Formula in the search bar, it should come up. But like I said, if you don't, but I'm sure you will. But yeah, so you can get it there on my website.
Okay. Well, is there anything that you want to let the viewers know before we wrap up in closing, and also where can they find you?
Okay, yes. Before we go, make sure y'all meet me in Atlanta. I am looking forward to meet all the brands. We have so many brands that's flying in. Our vendor tables did sell out literally in 24 hours, but the event is going to be so amazing. A really, really good networking event. If you are businesses that's looking for brand ambassadors, influencers, they'll be there. If you actually looking to scale your business and let more people know, definitely tap in. We'll be doing live radio broadcasting right at the actual event on Sunday. So wherever you are in business, it's a must that you are in Atlanta. We know we call it the Black Hollywood, and I'm super excited. I literally just seen a walkthrough of the venue, and I'm like, oh, it's real rich girl vibes. So I'm super excited about Atlanta. So definitely meet me in Atlanta. I love meeting rich girls. I know we'd be like virtual thing, but meeting y'all in person is so bomb. So I'm excited for that. Definitely meet me in Atlanta. If you need more information about it, you definitely could DM me. And then also it is available on the tickets are ready to be purchased right on Eventbrite as well. And then you can find me on right here on this is my personal Instagram at I am Envy Paris. We do more about marketing posts and things of that sort on the Rich Girl Formula. On Rich Girl Formula. The website is therichgirlformula.com. The Instagram is just Rich Girl Formula. And then my Instagram, this is my personal one.
Okay. Well, y'all, so you heard of, you all can find her on Instagram, both at Rich Girl Formula, and then her personal Instagram, I am Envy Paris. So Paris for taking the time out to speak with us. You've definitely given a lot of knowledge, and I think anybody can, I'm not going to say they can watch the replay and then just go ahead on and be ready.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot more. I just try to give y'all some of the main stuff. But if you are interested in like just scaling your business, period, knowing more about what I discussed, whether it is about product base and getting it on the shelf, the preparation for it, or just really if you're seeing abandoned carts, if you're seeing not seeing the numbers that you want to see, if you're in a process of saying, I want to create generational wealth, and you're not seeing the profits coming in to do so or start a process to do so, definitely tap into therichgirlformula.com. There you'll see a breakdown of all my services. If you kind of don't know exactly what you need, book a Pick My Brain and just ask me all the questions that you want to. I don't hold back. Clearly, y'all can see I'm very transparent and open, so all your questions will be answered, and it is one-on-one. So you don't have to run your sessions with nobody else or anything like that. It's me and you. You could just look, girl, I need help and I got you. Or of course, our full Rich Girl Formula session where I literally walk you through everything that your business has to offer. And then we have a lot of other services. So you kind of fall in place on where you see fit and what's necessary for your brand.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Paris, for taking the time out to speak with me.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
You can watch the replay. It's going to be on YouTube, and we're also going to transfer it over to our website. So, I always have a place there. So I just thank you for, like, I know that you shared, I keep saying you shared a lot, but you shared a lot of good things, just think and definitely walk away with something and just a place to start, and then they can reach out to you for whatever else they may be needing. So
yes, absolutely.
Time out to speak with me.
Oh, no, thank you for having me. I appreciate you even sharing your platform with me. I'm super grateful. I'm thankful. And definitely we will be in touch. And anybody on the live that need any information, do not hesitate to DM me. I answer my DMs. I'm very regular, y'all. I'm regular. So yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Fancy.
Not a problem. Well, you have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so that was Paris, y'all, of Rich Girl Formula, and I think I know I'm definitely gonna go back and watch this again. We've just recently started just seriously pursuing product placement, placement for the magazine in different retailers, and right now we're more so doing consignment. So I thought that this was a great opportunity because I know not everybody wants to be in a physical location, but that is often the goal for many of us. So I thought that it would be a great opportunity once I realized what Paris did. Like, I heard her on Clubhouse speaking, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely something I think the viewers would be interested in. So I appreciate you all taking the time out to watch the interview. And again, if you missed anything, the replay will be up on Swagger Online, so you all can visit there. And next Tuesday, I don't have a guest in mind just yet, but who's to say? We might have another business owner that's on, or if there's someone that you all would like for me to speak to, then definitely hit me up. You all can send a DM, or you can reach out via the website and just send me suggestions. What are the things that you all as business owners would like to further discuss or learn more about? That's what this is all about. So thank you all for tuning in to another episode of CEO Chatter. I'm your host, Fancy, and peace and blessings, and y'all have a great day.